Hello everyone. So in the last video we have seen how this embedding helpful to find out the similarity and how we can include the context in the word. So that beautiful things we have seen in the word embedding, or even say distributional representation of a word. Now in this video we'll see how we can make those word embedding. What is the preparation process? How we can find out the context in the word in the form of word embedding. So we'll see this in detail in this particular video. So let's jump into that. So there is a method that is known as iteration based method. Slowly we'll find out the best word embedding. So one of the well-known embedding is word2vec. So let's see how exactly they have made this word embedding. So this is one of the important framework. So what are the key idea? The very first thing what we required a very large corpus. Corpus means you have lot of sentences from different places and different context. So you can collect data from web, you can collect data from other places like books or many other places. Just you require lot of corpus. That is the first thing we require. Now what we are saying, we have to fix the representation vector. What should be the size of representation? How we can fix it? With the help of what are the how many properties we are looking from a word, like so that we need to fix. Suppose you are saying you want 300 properties, so then the size will be 300. Suppose you are saying no, I do not have very complex task, so 50 properties good enough or 100 properties good enough, then accordingly you will pick the property. So the current you can say well-known word embeddings, that word2vec or globe, they have 300, 200, 100 and 50. These four variants are there. So you'll understand how to find out. Then you will that finding the number is not a big deal. Then what you will do, you will go through each sentence and you will go through each position T in the text. So how we'll do it? So you will look into the center word and the context word. Oh, right. These two things we'll check. Right. So what will be there in this way, and then once we have the center word and context word, you will calculate the property of word that is given to you. Oh, and where we have the center word in between. So you can say you will try to find out the context word where the center word is given to you, right? So you can say your outsider word is O, that is represented by word, and center word is C. So once you have outsider word, you will look for the or calculate the property of center word. So that is one way. Another side, if you have a center word, what will be the property of outside word? So these two way you can calculate the property. So we'll see this in detail, and then slowly we'll maximize the property, so that with the help of context you can able to find out the center word. So let's look into the diagram form, how exactly we can pick it out. So what we are saying, suppose we have center word into, right? So in this center word, what we are looking for, suppose this context word is given to you: problem, turning, banking and crisis. Now while they are giving these four words, then you are trying to find out the property, or you can say probability of the center word. So you can say you will make a network where you will have these four words as input, or you can say you are embedding four words. So you can say if you have embedding of one word is E, so E plus E plus E plus E, that will be go as the input of this. So you can say this is one hot representation. So instead of saying embedding, it is the one hot representation. So you can say you will have a one hot representation of this context word, one hot representation of this context word, that will go here. Then here we have smaller dimensions. So let's, you can say, suppose you have 10,000 words, so the dimension of this will be 10,000, and you are looking for the 300 properties, so 300 with this, right? Now based on this 300, you will again make a one hot vector for, so here you will get the probability, right? So if you remember, if you are using softmax, you will get the probability distribution, and from this probability distribution you can create a one hot vector. Now this one hot vector we are trying to find out into. So what we will say, problem, Turing, banking and crisis will go as an input, and what we are trying to produce, we are trying to produce into as the output, right? So maybe initially while this network is not trained, this will produce some other word, but with the help of error correction, as we have seen in the previous module, based on the error correction we are able to get the probability of into here. So once we have this probability of into, what is the beauty here? These two matrices that we have found. So you can take these matrices, suppose you want to convert any word as a embedding, so you'll pass into this matrix and then multiply, like your one hot vector will multiply here, and you will get a 300 dimension matrix automatically as a output. And this is your word embedding that we are looking for, right? So how exactly it will say? So first it will look into this, try to generate this property, or you can say try to generate the center word where this context word is given to you. So you have this context word, you have this context word, this and this, and you want to generate the center word. Another way, the next iteration, what you will do, you will move forward. Now you are trying to generate banking. So instead of into, now you are trying to generate, and the center word will be the banking, and you have context word turning, into, crisis and as. In that way you will iterate the entire data set, right? Once you iterate the entire data set, as I told, we have this matrix, so this matrix will be trained, so you'll get this weight matrix here. So how exactly it will work? As I told you, we have, so suppose you have one context word, second context word, third context word. You are taking three context word, you are multiplying with the same matrix. You can check out, these are the same matrix that will multiply, sum all of them here, then you will have 300 dimension vector. So suppose you have 300 dimension here, and this C cross V means you have a V vector, V dimension, that is 10,000 in our example. Now with this you will have another matrix that is 10,000 vector size. So now what you will do, once you train this entire network, what you will get? You will get this matrix as a output and this matrix as a output. Now suppose you want to find out a embedding of a particular word. So here you have a matrix that has size, you can say 10,000 cross 300. Now if you multiply a one hot vector here, what you will get? You will get one vector as a output which has 300 size of output, right? Now that 300 size will be your word embedding that you are looking for a particular word. In that way you can make a word embedding. It's a very simple method to make the word embedding. What you required a very big corpus, right? Now suppose you want to make a word embedding for medical domain. So what you will do? First thing, the very first thing that will be required is large corpus. Once you have large corpus, you can utilize these methods and make your own word embedding. So now look into what is the idea behind that, how we can represent it. So the very first thing, you will generate one hot vector for input input word and context word. You will get this. Then we have our embedding in that way. So you will get our embedding word vector from the context, right? How you will get it? By multiplying with the current weight, whatever the current weight. You will take the dot product and you will get the word embedding. Now next, you will average out all those embedding and you will generate the score, right? Once you will generate the score, that is just simply u dot v. Once you get the score, you will look into the convert into the properties, that is using the softmax. Now once you got this softmax, what you will do? You will compute the generated output. You have original output, you have generated output. Simply you will use this loss function and try to update the weight vectors, that is u and v. Now once you update this weight vectors, that is in the form of u and v, Then after this entire process, what you will get? You will get a U and V. U will give you the word embedding. So in that way you can generate the word embedding. Similarly, there is another method, as I told, like here we will pass the center word as input and we are trying to generate the context word as a output. Again you will see these, we have only these two matrices. You can say this is U, this is V, and based on that you will generate. So this is skip gram model and that was bag of word model. So these two methods are there to generate the word embedding. So now I hope you will generate word embedding for any of the context, or you can say any of the corpus. So simple method, you have a word, sentence, you will pick the sentence, you have decided the length, that is 5 words length, and mostly it will be odd numbers because you have to look into the center word. So you will pick the center word that you will try to produce and you will give input to that model, that is the context word. Now once it will produce the probability, you will make the you have a one hot vector for the original word as a y, and based on that y you will easily able to find out the your word embedding with the help of back propagation. So I hope you understand what is the process of making this word embedding. Thank you guys.